According to Takashi Iizuka again,
Mhm.
there are no plans to celebrate NiGHTS' 20th anniversary. And for those who don't know, or just new to my channel, or just play Sonic games and know over Sonic Team games, NiGHTS is the purple gesture you saw in All Stars Racing.
He's pretty much that weird guy that keeps popping up every now and again in a few other Sonic games as well.
It's the second most popular Sonic Team game outside of Phantasy Star.
Yeah. And to be fair, this whole thing of saying we're not doing any celebration, which it just comes down to thinking, what can we do? What exactly can we do for a celebration? Because
Make a third game, because I know the director really wanted to after Journey of Dreams.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, again, ideally, if it were to do a celebration, it would be announcing a third NiGHTS game, but that probably isn't going to happen anytime too soon.
Or they could have held off on releasing the HD version of NiGHTS in the Dreams. Or hey, make a HD version of NiGHTS Journey of Dreams.
I was going to say that's the only other thing I can imagine them doing is porting that again to a
NiGHTS Journey of Dreams 3D for the 3DS.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's something to do, but saying that there was no plans to do anything with the anniversary of it, since there is a major community. Because NiGHTSinthedreams.com, they record everything.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, ironically, at Summer Sonic, they're there every year, pretty much. They're always there in the little corner, and again, they're always ones to pretty much say they celebrate Sonic, but they want to celebrate this other character who's just as important to them. So, again, I don't know. Again, this whole thing of saying we're not doing anything with it, that isn't to say we don't care anymore. It's a case of, look, we've got our hands tied with Sonic's anniversary, so if you were to do both...
Because he's the main moneymaker for them, alongside Football Manager.
Exactly, we've already talked about this. So again, to say that there isn't going to be an anniversary, again, it just depends on what do you do for it. Are you going to have a big celebration? Are you going to give something out? That's what you do with anniversaries in games. It's to celebrate the history of it, but more importantly, to show off something of it, either dearly new or a retrospective on it.
Well, I can't really feel one way or another. It's like, on the one hand, you need to do something with it, although I can pretty much guarantee the community will do something with it. They will have a convention. They will have online live streams or charity events. I was surprised if Kobe will do a charity NiGHTS live stream or something.
I was going to say,
you can have that idea, Kobe. You can have that idea.
From us, I was going to say,
and for me personally, I really don't care about NiGHTS that much.
Yeah.
I do like the character. I do like the spectacle of the games, but it's just the hype behind it. It's like, this is one of our best games. This is the game that Miyamoto desperately wanted to create. I play it.
Yeah, we have said this before that we love the idea. I love the idea and the aesthetics of it, but I'm not really that fan of the actual gameplay itself. Although that said,
and honestly, I know I got a lot of shit for this. I prefer Journey over Into Dreams. That's just me.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, that it's ironic. We've gone this far out. We've had so many Summer Sonics. I suppose we haven't had a NiGHTS convention in some form or manner, at least even if it's a small meetup or anything.
And the idea is right there: Christmas of NiGHTS.
Exactly.
We make a winter convention.
I'm just saying, exactly, yeah. Like I said before, we've already talked about the idea of doing NiGHTS as a movie, which is the only other thing I can imagine them doing anytime next to Sonic doing it as a feature film. But yeah, it's trying to do a celebration of NiGHTS, because you either do something with it, or you don't really do anything with it at all. I mean, last year was Worms' 20th anniversary, and while nothing really came out, the big thing was they were making a new game, WMD. And really,
later this year, it's going to be Zelda's 30th anniversary.
Exactly. I mean, ideally, with that coming up, you want that to be the official, here is the Wii U Zelda game, or whatever we're going to do for the next Nintendo system as well.
Twilight Princess HD, mainly.
Yeah, no, but again, it's stuff like that, at least. That's sort of saying we've got something to show off and do.
But I think the idea is because NiGHTS has only had 2 games and only referenced in other Sega properties, like the Superstar / All-Star series.
Yeah. The problem really is that NiGHTS, again, is a cult thing. It's not to say that's a bad thing, because again, like Red Dwarf for a long time was viewed as a cult thing, but that grew and grew into a much bigger thing as years went by. And NiGHTS is still very much a very particular cult around people. So to do a big hoo-ha about it, again, you have to generate a lot of buzz for something that if people are going to be interested or not in it. So again, I'm not trying to be nasty or anything, but again, it's like I can see why they wouldn't be doing it because main reason is, well, we've got the Sonic's anniversary, so that's going to be a lot of stuff to do.
I guarantee that Puyo Puyo is going to have a 25th anniversary game the same they had a 20th and a 15th anniversary game. They care more about Puyo Puyo than NiGHTS right now.
Well, again, Puyo Puyo is like something you can do in the mobile thing, I think.
There is a mobile Puyo Puyo, but it's only released in Japan.
Yeah.
Where's the Puyo Puyo in the Western release? I am going to harp on that until they actually release Puyo Puyo in the West.
Yeah, I mean, we do like Sonic Team, but like I said, doesn't mean we're not going to point them out and stuff we would like them to do. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, unless suddenly he turns around and goes like, surprise, we were working on something all along, I don't know. But,
well,
I'd rather have...
like we say with the Unleashed potential PC port, no doesn't always mean no, maybe potentially being yes, and yes, this means, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. I mean, as we know in the gaming industries, things are often been developed for years. So for all we know, this whole we're not doing it in a minute because we're doing something else. So I don't know. Hell, if they don't celebrate a 20th anniversary, there's always the next year.